In 2025, there was drama at every turn in the FIA World Endurance Championship. Across 8 races and 72 hours of wheel-to-wheel competition, there was no let-up in the fight for championship glory. And this is how the story unfolded. The hypercar grid was more competitive than ever in 2025. 18 cars and points only awarded to the top 10 finishers. Consistency would be key. And there was the addition of Aston Martin's Valkyries, adding a mighty V12 soundtrack to the races.
How does it feel to be the new boys in the big category?
Oh, it feels new.
But you don't know you drive a beautiful car because you can't see that from the inside, can you?
Well, except when you see the sister car. That's one of the best feelings so far of the weekend.
But it's not all about hypercar. The action in LMGT3 would be just as strong as ever. And this year the contenders were joined in battle by the Mercedes AMGs.
We can just continue to evacuate the grid. We are getting closer, as I said, to the start of this first race. So for the people on the grid, it's a championship also looking strong.
Start your engines! WC 2025 is on!
Green flag, start of the formation. Start of the formation.
It's lights out and away we go for the start of the 1812 kilometres of Qatar. And a great start from the second of the red Ferraris, Nick Nielsen inside Kevin Magnussen's BMW, up to second from third on the grid, and just challenging the poleman, race leader James Collado. On board with Ferdy Habsburg, little contact with the number 12 Cadillac of Will Stevens. Trouble for one of the AMG Mercedes, and that's the 81 car, Christian Reed. Into the pits comes the leader. Door opens. James Collado will get out. Antonio Giovinazzi takes over for his first stint of the season. Well, there's what happened to Christian Reed. Beached in the gravel. It will be a safety car.
Advice from Earl, as much inside as you can on the last corners where the grip is. As much inside as you can on the last corners where the grip is.
Copy. I want to focus on trying to get the lead.
Copy.
Then we manage the pace from there.
Ready to go green, Cadillac 1-2. Alex Lynn following Jenson Button. Oh, a disaster! He's run into the back of the number 38 car. Any hopes Cadillac had of a 1-2 or even a win here surely have just disappeared.
We got damage to the rear.
Box.
Yeah, mate. JP absolutely pin-checked me.
Button and Lynn both accelerating and braking to warm the tyres, and they just didn't coordinate. A disaster for Hertz Team Jota, lots of damage to both cars. Drive-through for the leader, Antonio Giovinazzi, penalised for a virtual safety car infringement. The 83 Ferrari now takes the lead. Leaders are in traffic. This is a great opportunity for Miguel Molina, the red Ferrari, down the inside of the yellow one, attacking Phil Hansen for the lead, and he goes through as they lap the Cadillac. Into the pits, racing Spirito Le Mans. There's proud dad Rubens Barrichello as son Eduardo finishes his first World Championship stint. Race leader in LMGT3, the 31 BMW, but Timo Boguslawski peeling off into the pit lane in the closing stages inside the final 15 minutes, needs fuel. And this is a great opportunity now for McLaren and for Corvette. The yellow 33 car, Danny Honcadella and Gregoire Sosi in the 59 McLaren around the outside, can't quite stay there. Checker flag awaits. It will be victory in Qatar for the number 50 Ferrari. Last year's Le Mans winners take the first win of the new season. Ferrari sweep the podium going 1, 2, 3 after 10 intense hours of racing.
Today we did a really good job with Miguel and Nick. We managed really well the race, and I'm really happy for the team. 1, 2, 3. We did a really good job, so we keep going on this direction.
An epic LMGT3 battle finishes with the yellow Corvette in front. Danny Hunkadea wins it for the 33 TF Sport team. Gregoire Saucy's 59 McLaren just meters behind. What a start to the season it's been for Ferrari.
Mamma, sono famoso!
Ciao guys, it's amazing to be in Imola.
Hello, JB.
In front of the Tifosi, we are ready to race in Imola. From their second straight pole, the 51 Ferrari leads the field to the lights. It's the 83 on the outside, second in Qatar. And look at Kevin Magnussen in the 15 BMW trying to split the Ferraris. Can't quite squeeze through at the first chicane. Compared to Qatar, Imola is tight, narrow and old school. Passing is not going to be easy here. Oh, there's been contact in our LMGT3 battle. Ben Keating turned around by Celia Martin in the Iron Dames Porsche. And here, the change for the lead. Francois Heriot's Ferrari around the outside of Ahmed El-Harti's BMW. Lead battle in LMGT3, 21 Simon Mann's Ferrari ahead of Valentino Rossi, who's looking on the inside. There's contact and Mann is off in the gravel and into the barriers. Too late from Valentino. There might have been room for 2 MotoGP bikes, but not for 2 LMGT3s. Rossi may be a hero in Italy, but not to all Italians. He's in for his driver change. They're rescuing Simon Mann from the gravel under virtual safety car. We will go to full safety car, and that could really change some team strategies. Stop and go penalty for the 46 BMW for Valentino Rossi's contact. Kelvin van der Linde serves it. Sebastian Buemi in the black Toyota battling with Antonio Fuoco in the 50 Ferrari, trying to stay in the top 10, and contact there at Tamburello, leaving the Ferrari with the puncture. Tough weekend for our points leaders. Lost all their qualifying times for track limits. Now they'll struggle to score a point. LMGT3 leader back out from the pit lane. Richie Leitz in the 92 Porsche. Robert Kubica in the 83 Ferrari. They are second, as in Qatar. On board the 20 BMW, the Hypercar of Sheldon van der Linde sweeps past brother Kelvin in the 46 LMGT3 car. He's up to second.
And how possible they are in front?
They were faster before.
10 minutes ago we were easy P2 and now we are P4.
Robert Kubica not thrilled, but Mick Schumacher is. The 36 Alpine is in third and looking to try and overhaul the 20 BMW for second place. Lead battle, 90 seconds left. Richie Leitz holding off Kelvin van der Linde in the 46 BMW. 92 Manthey first form Porsche looking to try and claim victory here after Corvette won in race 1. There's Ryan Hardwick and Ricardo Pera watching the action. Checker flag is out. 51 Ferrari, Alessandro Pierguidi winning in Imola. Ferrari wins for the first time in Italy.
Thank you, Tifosi. I mean, it was just amazing. It's been a long time since Le Mans, where we got our last win in 2023.
LMGT3 as close as in Qatar. This time Richie Leach, the 92 Porsche, just ahead of Kelvin van der Linde in the 46 BMW. And that is Ryan Hardwick's first race win in a World Championship. It's a win apiece for the two red Ferraris. Can anyone else close the gap next time out in Belgium?
Running away. Because that we're a bit late.
When you are late, there is no need to say hello to everybody.
Oh, sorry. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Toilet seat? Yeah. New baby seat.
There are almost 100,000 fans packed in here at a sun-soaked Spa-Francorchamps, waiting for the race to get underway. Nick Nielsen, Ferrari number 50, on pole position. Phil Hansen, the yellow 83 Ferrari, alongside the 51 car in third on the grid. Who's going to come out in front? Will it be the two red cars? Hansen with a good run around the outside, tucks into second place, but it is Nielsen who leads the field down the hill, 3 wide behind. Looking back from Arnaud Robin, the pole sitting Lexus. Derek de Boer on the outside, number 10, Aston Martin, dropping back a little at the start on board with Francois Heriot. Three-way battle, the third, the red and yellow Ferraris on the inside. Fred Makovici, the Alpine at La Source. Hansen with 2 wheels in the gravel, loses traction. Makovici's up to third. Unscheduled pit stop, puncture for Mike Conway in the number 7 Toyota. That'll put them on the back foot. Here comes the blue Alpine. Fred Makovici making the move on James Collado down into Eau Rouge around the outside for second. Yellow Ferrari 83 in the garage. They qualified second, but it looks like a left-hand turbo problem. Into Eau Rouge, the battle for 8th in LMGT3, and the orange and black McLaren of Darren Leung goes by the Corvette of Ben Keating, and right past him as well goes James Cottingham and the 81 Corvette and the number 10 Aston Martin. And we're on board in the Aston with Derek de Boer, Tom van Rompuy going up the inside of Darren Leung, so it's the 81 Corvette that leapfrogs all the way up the queue. Battle for 4th in Hypercar. Robin Frijns under pressure from the Ferrari of Antonio Giovinazzi. The BMW got held up, but look through the middle. The white Peugeot of Loïc Duval's going to pass them both to go from 6th to 4th on the Kemmel Straight. Wow. All action in LMGT3. The Ford Mustang, Dennis Olsen, chasing the BMW of Kelvin van der Linde. Right behind is the other Mustang with the white nose. That's Ben Barker. He's on the outside, trying to get them both. Runs out a road and into the gravel he goes. As the blue and yellow BMW of Kelvin van der Linde ran out wide. The other Mustang, Dennis Olsen, had nowhere to go, but now he does, up to 4th place. Heartbreak for the number 20 BMW of Robin Frijns and René Rast. They were on the podium last time out at Imola. They've been in the hunt all day long here, but they've run out of brakes and it's just too dangerous to try and continue. Race leader in the pits. This is Alessandro Pierguidi. Final splash and dash in the last 12 minutes. He will rejoin in the lead. Last lap. Pressure on the 50 Ferrari, second place and saving fuel, but Mick Schumacher has got no tyres left. He's run down Nick Nielsen, just cannot quite get to him, but another strong race from the blue Alpine. Checker flag is out for Alessandro Pierguidi. A 1-2 for Ferrari, with Alpine finishing in 3rd place on the podium. What a great race here at Spa.
To be honest, I still can't believe it. You think we start the weekend was very difficult. And at the end, when I have to push like a quali lap every single laps, I have to push every quali. I give everything.
Victory in LMGT3 goes to Ferrari at number 21. Francois Heriot, Simon Mann and Alessio Rivera claim their first win of the season. Ferrari claimed their third straight win in another epic Spa WEC encounter. Next up, the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
I want a photo with Roger Federer. Where's he?
Yeah, to win these races, it's strong. When you look at the grid, it's really cool to be part of it.
I want you to go and take a picture of the car right in the back. Yeah.
This is so different and it's such an honor, to be honest. It's super cool experience. I don't take it for granted.
Démarrez vos moteurs.
Tennis legend Roger Federer gives the command to start this epic race with over 350,000 fans watching. The 2025 Le Mans race is underway from a Cadillac front row lockout. It is 1-2 for Will Stevens and Earl Bamber. Number 12 car on the inside into the Dunlop chicane holds the lead under pressure from the number 5 Porsche of Julian Andlauer in third place. It's a clean start in Hypercar in LMP2, back just for Le Mans, and in LMGT3. Streaming down the legendary Mulsanne straight for the first time, on board with Julian Andlauer. That's Will Stevens, the race leader. Porsche have got heat in their tyres, quicker than Caddy, and Porsche take the lead at Mulsanne corner. Three-way battle for second in LMGT3. Jack Hawksworth in the Lexus, pulling out from behind Maxime Martin in the 61 Mercedes. He's got a good run going here. Kelvin van der Linde, the blue and yellow BMW, not far behind. Lexus up to second. Here comes the red Ferrari for third. This is Nick Nielsen, the 50 car, last year's winners, challenging Earl Bamber and squeezes through into the chicane. Right with them now with the white nose, car number 6. That's Kevin Estra's Porsche that started last in Hypercar.
Yeah, Fred. The car is good. Pretty much my only lap alone. Yeah, all okay.
Kevin Estra flashing the headlights at Earl Bamber, boxing him in traffic as they get to the LMP2 cars, and he's up. He's through into fourth place. Could this be Porsche's race?
What's your main limitations right now?
I cannot brake and I cannot steer. The rear is all over the place and I locked the rear as soon as I touched the brakes.
Here comes Lawrence Vantor around the outside into the Porsche curves, passes Mathieu Jaminet to move up to second in the number 6 Porsche. Could be a penalty coming for the 15 BMW for an unsafe release into the path of the number 7 Toyota with its unique special Le Mans livery. Three-way battle with Lawrence Vantor in the number 6 Porsche. Alongside, on the inside, comes Antonio Giovinazzi. He gets the door closed in his face. Robert Kubica in the yellow 83 car hangs on right behind. Look at this. Phenomenal stuff at maximum speed down to Indianapolis. Nighttime at Le Mans, the witching hours. As the race grinds on, the fans party on. Trouble for the Iron Dames in the gravel in the Porsche. Rahel Frey, she's only recently taken the car over. And it was contact with the Lexus of Clement Schmidt. The fast approaching Alpine hypercar of Fred Makovici just avoided the accident. Here's the lead battle in LMGT3. Francois Heriot on the right, the 21 Ferrari are winners in Spa, closing in and now pulling alongside Richard Leitz in the Manthey Porsche, the winners in Imola. Who's going to get the advantage here? Leitz just squeezes his nose into the lead. All Ferrari lead battle. Phil Hansen, the yellow car. 51, James Collado pulls out of the slipstream down the inside. Retakes the lead at Indianapolis. A repeat of the battle they fought through the night. Whoa, huge moment here in replay for Alex Riberas, the 009 Aston Martin. 180 miles an hour on the grass, passing an LMGT3 battle. Ferrari in the gravel at the pit entry. It's Alessandro Pierguidi, the 51 car, the race leader, has spun coming into the pits. What's happened? He's just clipped the curb and looped it around. And that is enough to cost the 2023 winners the lead.
The front left, no front left.
The front left wheel has come off. Rio Hirakawa on his way out of the pits. And in replay, you see the puff of smoke as the wheel loosens. He goes off, has no idea why. It's going to be a long drag back to the pits.
I
Nothing we can do. Keep going. Focus on driving.
Looks like our 2023 winners are out of the hunt. What about Porsche? Roger Penske in the garage. Could this be the first time for him to win at Le Mans? They're running out of time. Kevin Estre in second is close. The checker flag awaits. It is going to be victory for the 83 Ferrari. An incredible 3.5-hour final stint for Robert Kubica. He refused to give up. And he wins at Le Mans with teammates Ye Yifei and Phil Hansen. 14 seconds back, Porsche number 6 in second place. Ferrari's third straight win with a third different car, and this one a customer team. And Robert Kubica barely has the energy to get out of the car.
Honestly, I just need to say thank you to the team. It's been a crazy race, you know. Yeah, the relief, honestly. That's more than it is.
As a privateer as well.
Yeah, honestly, but it's a big Ferrari family, so that's what matters.
The green and yellow of Inter Europol winning in LMP2. They won in 2023, runners-up last year, and winning again in 2025. Massive result for the tiny Polish team. And in LMGT3, it's victory for Manthey First Form, the 92 Porsche.
It's the greatest day of my life, and I've had my family here with me, my wife, my oldest son. My youngest son couldn't be here. He's still very young. He's at home with his grandmother, Ledger. I'm sorry you're not here, man. We're going to have to win it again when you can come.
It's Ferrari's third straight win at Le Mans and their fourth this year.
Signores e signori, siamo qui a
Ciao, bello.
São Paulo is steeped in motorsport and the crowds have grown as we get ready for round 5 of the season. For the second time, Alex Lynn put the number 12 Cadillac on pole. It's Will Stevens who starts, Julian Andlauer in the number 5 Porsche, separating the Cadillacs with Earl Bamber in third place. The white Peugeot of Lloyd Duval in fourth, leading the rest of them down through the center S's. Ferrari might have dominated the first half of the season, but here in Sao Paulo, they have qualified towards the tail of the field. As at Le Mans, the number 5 Porsche taking the lead early on from the Cadillac. Great move by Julian Andlauer inside Will Stevens. And Porsche Penske needs a good result here. On board in the Alpine, Fred Makovic trying to defend against that man Marco Sorensen. 2 wheels on the grass in the 009 Aston Martin. Fantastic stuff from the Dane on the fringes of the top 10.
Okay, so this is drive-through penalty for tire pressure, so this is a mistake on us, apologies.
A rare operational error by Hertz Team Jota Cadillac will cost Will Stevens second place. Their tyre pressure's too low at the start of the race. With Bamba for the lead, chasing Julian Andlauer. Can he go around the outside into turn 1? Yes, he can. Can he hold it? Yes, he does. Great move from the caddy. They both gave each other racing room. I'm not sure Andlauer thought he was going to lose the lead, though. Petru Umbrarescu's Lexus has taken the lead in LMGT3 from Tony McIntosh's Aston Martin. Ben Keating, the second yellow Corvette, under real pressure from the McLaren behind him of Sebastian Boe. Something flies off the Ferrari. Boe trying to get by Keating for 5th place. The other yellow Corvette, Rui Andrade, had just got past. Replay here of contact with the 50 Ferrari and the 33 Corvette. Ferrari in for a tail change. That's the car of Nick Nielsen. All the Ferraris are struggling for pace here. Antonio Giovinazzi in the slipstream with the 99 Proton competition Porsche. Trying to salvage something here down the inside, and Neil Jarni moves up to 7th position. Norman Nato takes over the number 12 Cadillac. Despite their early drive-through penalty, they have worked themselves back into contention, and when 38 stops, they will be the new leaders. Battle for second in the closing stages. Charlie Eastwood's Corvette goes by Michel Gatting in the Iron Dames Porsche for second. Gatting under pressure now from Eduardo Barrichello. Gatting driving with a foot that got broken at Le Mans, in a lot of pain. Eduardo Barrichello, who claimed pole for the number 10 Aston Martin, now trying to get onto the podium. The Brazilian fans respond as he completes the move. He's up to 3rd. And look at Dad Rubens. Cadillac will win in Brazil. Norman Nato missed out when Jota won with the Porsche at Spa last year. He wasn't there. He is here this year. Norman Nato, Alex Lynn and Will Stevens lead a Cadillac 1-2. Ferrari's dominance has ended.
I'm really pleased for everyone, for Alex, for Cadillac, and for Jota. You know, it's a new team. As you saw, like, we did a pretty strong Le Mans, and to keep going and make progress and to be where we are today. Like, so big thanks to his two next to me and to all the team.
It's a first WEC victory for Lexus as Jose Maria Lopez takes the 87 car to LMGT3 honours. Ferrari dominated the first half of the season in Hypercar, but the prancing horse isn't prancing quite so much now.
Hello? Hello?
No, but it's very wet out there. So.
Yeah, we saw
Austin is usually the hottest race of the year, but not in 2025. It's the first wet race of the season. Phil Hansen in the air, of course, and number 83 Ferrari heads the field away behind the safety car. After an hour and 50 minutes, we are finally green in Texas. Phil Hansen leads in the yellow 83 Ferrari from James Collado. Lawrence Vantor third in the number 6 Porsche. And look at those lights on the inside. It's another Porsche 99, the Proton car of Nico Varone. Dive bombs Nick Nielsen, but the Ferrari driver comes back into 4th place. In the gloom with our LMGT3 Championship leader Ryan Hardwick battling other cars and the filthy weather. That's Kevin Magnussen in the BMW who's got trouble behind. 2 more cars off. Standing water, that's one of the Aston Martins, Tom Gamble 007, and that's the Alpine of Fred Makovic. Oh, that's horrible on board. Absolutely helpless. And with Mako, standing water, you're basically flying at that stage into the barriers. Oh, and trouble for the race leader, Phil Hansen. Big snap there as he hits some standing water. Phil Hansen under real pressure here from James Collado. It's a repeat of Le Mans all over again. Collado moves through into the lead of the race. Yefei suited and ready to take over. All McLaren battle for third in LMGT3. Sebastian Boe up the inside of teammate Sean Galale. Somehow finds some grip to go by. And the Iron Dames Porsche is right there. Galale comes back though. Doesn't quite get through. Corvette lead, Mustang second, McLaren's third and fourth. Rahal Fry, the Iron Dames Porsche in fifth. Riding the curbs is always treacherous in these conditions, and Rahal Fry down the inside. The Swiss driver moves up to fourth place as she gets by Sean Galale. All Porsche battle here. This is for fifth. Standing water though. Nico Verone, the white Proton Porsche, off into the gravel, and Julian Andlauer goes by him in the Porsche Penske Motorsport car. Virtual safety car to recover the 99 Proton Porsche. Into the garage at an angle comes the 83 Ferrari around the nose of the LMGT3 car. They have to square it up. You must be refueled in the box. Oh, this is taking precious time. Backwards and forwards. Phil Hansen was waiting to get out. Yefei waiting to get in. The car is still not in the right position. This is an absolute disaster for the Air Corsa car. Total shambles in the pit lane.
Oh my God. What the f*** are you doing?
Battle for fourth in LMGT3. Well, they're out there somewhere. Lorcan Hannafin in the bright yellow Mercedes number 60. Rahal Fry is there, so too her teammates, the 92 Porsche, the turquoise car. Ricardo Pera just slipping through into fifth position ahead of the Iron Dames. Both run by the Manthey Group. And there's trouble. Sebastian Bourdais, the 38 Cadillac, on board. Just like earlier in the race, standing water, absolute passenger.
I think it's ridiculous, guys, with those tires that are not new. It's
Number 7 Toyota in the gravel. Jose Maria Lopez subbing in for the injured Mike Conway this weekend. Same as Bourdais, standing water. Lopez off again in the gravel now.
Where is Jose?
A tough return to hypercars for Jose Maria Lopez. Race leader is in LMGT3, and it is the Ford Mustang. Ben Tuck handing over to Ben Barker. Green flag racing once more here in Texas, somewhere in the mist. Alessandro Pierguidi leading from Kevin Est, and Est on the inside into Big Red, turn one. Can he grab the lead here? They're both scrabbling for grip. Est in the Porsche goes through. High risk from Kevin Est, but high reward as well, and he just got away with it.
Pancho, I have a Pancho. Est lead me at a Pancho.
Alessandro Pierguidi is off in a 51 Ferrari. Right behind him, Miguel Molina in the sister number 50 car. He squeezes through, and they'll all get by as Pierguidi tries to limp home. Final pit stops in LMGT3, a little over half an hour left here in Texas. This is Davide Rigon in the 54 Ferrari on wet weather tyres, but the track is drying quickly. They think quickly enough that by the end of the race, the slick will be the tyre to have. And they're not the only ones. Look, McLaren have changed as well. So Marino Sato is on a slick. There are slicks ready at the 92 Porsche team, but they stay on wet weather tyres. A shorter pit stop. Ryan Hardwick crossing his fingers. On board with Miguel Molina, chasing Stoffel van Dorn in the 94 Peugeot. Peugeot down to third, but still their best WEC result if they finish in that position. Kevin Esch leads for Porsche. Miguel Molina up to second for Ferrari. No chance of slick tyres for the hypercars though. LMGT3 leaders being caught fast. They're both on wet weather tyres, the Mustang and the Porsche, and look right behind. Here comes Davide Rigon, the 54 car, on those slicks. They are switched on. They are the tyre to have. And passing Richard Lietz's Porsche on his tired wets was like taking candy from a baby. His next target, Ben Barker in the Mustang. The Ferrari is right there. Looks inside. Oh, over the curbs and contact. Bits flying off something.
Copy that, we saw it.
At the end of the back straight, Davide Rigon down the inside, cleanly through into the lead, and he's not the only slick shot car coming. Look, behind in fourth place, the orange and black McLaren Marino Sato. He's gone by the Mustang as well. Following him through is the 46 BMW of Kelvin van der Linde. He goes up to third. Bark is down to fourth. The 92 Porsche down to fifth place. The slick gamble has paid off. Coming to the checkered flag at the end of a crazy race in Texas. The number 6 crew, last year's drivers' champions, win for the first time this year in race number 6. Kevin Escher brings it to the line at the end of a tough race to survive and a really tough race to win. Celebrations for last year's drivers' champions, Kevin Esch and Lawrence Van Tor, and Matt Campbell, his first ever win in WEC.
This one feels very sweet because we didn't came here this weekend with that expectation. But I think these changeable weather conditions showed that no matter what, let's say, pace we have, that car 6 and PPM, we still know how to execute the race.
Davide Rigon in the 54 Ferrari, the first to the line in LMGT3, but a post-race penalty of 5 seconds for contact when Ben Barker's Mustang drops them back. The win goes instead to McLaren, the 95 team. It's McLaren's first win in World Endurance. This was most definitely not the race that anyone was expecting to see in Austin.
Good luck. Oh, that was a good one.
Right.
The grandstands are packed in Fuji for the 100th time in WEC history. It is time to go racing. From their third pole position, Cadillac's Will Stevens leads the field ahead of teammate Sebastian Bourdais, with Peugeot's Paul di Resta and Marco Sorensen's Aston Martin right behind. Here's our battle for ninth, and there's contact. Ferdi Habsburg runs into the back of the number 8 Toyota of Sebastian Buemi. Has Buemi got a puncture, or is something broken? Here's the look back. Ooh, that was a substantial biff. It does look like something's broken on the back of car number 8. Buemi in the pits with damage. Stopping under full course yellow means they will have to come back in again if the car is fixed. And once they've gone green, the pits should be closed under full course yellow. Back to green flag racing here. Paul di Resta chasing Sebastian Bourdais for second place. Looking to go inside the Cadillac, and he's made it through. Great driving from the Scot, and Bourdais under pressure from the Ferrari right behind as well. Antonio Giovinazzi in the 51 car, looking to go round the outside, up the inside. Classic door-to-door stuff here in Fuji. Bourdais holds on. He's on the inside. Fantastic stuff from both drivers.
Car 8, 3-minute stop and go penalty for virtual safety car emergency pit stop infringement.
Unbelievable error from Toyota. They did not come back in again under green flag, and this is going to cost them 3 minutes, basically 2 laps. Their home race is over. Penalty 2 for Ferdi Habsburg for that contact with the number 8 car. The Alpine will drop right down the order. Raffaele Marciello, the 15 BMW. Oh my goodness, look at the state of that! Well, this is the 99 Porsche right in front of him. He snaps out of control, cold tyres, big collision. And he got slightly caught out by the 99 car. And that was all it took. Marciello back in the garage with bosses Thierry Tassin and Vincent Voss. Battle for 5th place, 2 Ferraris here. Antonio Fuoco chasing Alessandro Pierguidi, and in front the 99 Proton Porsche having its best race of the season, or it was, until contact from the Ferrari. Varone gets going again. The late lunge from the red Ferrari over the curbs, but can't avoid contact. Leaders are into the pits, top 3 stopping together. Leader Mikkel Jensen, the 93 Peugeot. Full set of tyres, he stays in. Changeover for Porsche number 6, Kevin Escher handing over to Lawrence Vantor, who gets new tyres. And this is the Alpine from 3rd, Charles Milesi. The number 35 car, Milesi stays in. And is this going to be left sides only? Looks like it. Alpine going aggressive on strategy, but they save time in the pit lane.
Porsche 6 and Peugeot has 4 new tyres. We are the only one with 2 left new tyres.
On the plus side, they've jumped their rivals in the pit lane. Milesi is now the leader. On the minus side, the others will have better tyres for the rest of the race. Big changes in LMGT3, leading the race, the 21 Vista AF Corsa Ferrari, and they now will take the lead of the championship in LMGT3 if nothing changes in the final half hour. Richard Lees with the turquoise Porsche, chasing down Ben Barker in the Ford Mustang that nearly won in Texas. He moves up to 7th place. Every point now is going to be vital for the title race. Mikkel Jensen in the Peugeot in 2nd place, right behind Lawrence Vantor. Vantor on the inside as Jensen runs wide, traffic in front. Who's that going to work for? Wow! Jensen keeps himself in 2nd. Checkered flag. Race 100 in the World Endurance Championship falls to Alpine with Peugeot in 2nd place. What a remarkable result. The first win for the new AE424 Hypercar. Peugeot in 2nd, just ahead of the number 6 Porsche Penske of Lawrence Vantor. And Peugeot seem to have got on top of their car, as have Alpine. That strategy gamble really worked. A momentous race for the championship and for the French team.
Unbelievable in a way. It feels like a dream in a way, because after the first stints we were looking quite bad, nearly a lap down, and to have such a great comeback. I think the last stint was probably the longest of my life.
In LMGT3, a Ferrari wins again, but number 21 had a post-race 5-second penalty, so victory goes to the 81 Corvette. That's the 2nd win of the season for TF Sport, after 33 claimed victory in the season opener in Qatar. Podiums that few would have predicted 6 hours earlier, and the championship title races roll on to Bahrain. And so finally, this is it. The championships will be decided here in the final race of the year. Historically, this has been such a good track for Toyota, and incredibly, at the end of a dreadful season, they've locked out the front row. Mike Conway on pole, but Brendan Hartley on the outside of the front row, pushing on right from the very start. Peugeot qualifying third and fourth, and look in the centre, Lloyd Duval, the white Peugeot, trying to split the Toyotas. It's Mike Conway on the inside, Brendan Hartley around the outside. Can Toyota hang on to their 1-2? It looks like they might just do. Slow start for the yellow number 60 Mercedes. Was supposed to be alongside the Lexus at the start, but just hangs on to second. In the garage, the number 78 Lexus of Arnaud Robin, the pole sitter, undergoing lots of work. Looks like their race is over. Night in Bahrain and LMGT3 honours continue to be disputed. Around the outside of Lynn Hedanius in the black Mercedes goes Clement Schmidt. Fantastic pass for the lead. Kevin Escher takes over from Lawrence Van Tor in the number 6 Porsche for one last time. The end of the road for the Porsche Penske WEC Hypercar programme. The car signed by all the crew, including Roger Penske himself. They won last year's driver's title, they nearly won the manufacturers, and they came up just 14 seconds shy of victory at Le Mans from the back of the grid. It's au revoir to Porsche. Goodbye too to Jenson Button, the final drive of his professional career. Change for fourth place, Nick Nielsen down the inside of Robert Kubica. The 83 crew need to be comfortably ahead of their teammates in 51 to take the driver's title, but they have not been close after struggling in qualifying. Kubica never gives up though, fighting this tooth and nail. Ferrari third, fourth and fifth, but Nielsen is ahead of the yellow machine. In the red, Ferrari's chairman John Elkann. LMGT3 battle for fifth place. Alessio Rivera, the 21 Ferrari, passing Danny Juncadella, the 33 Corvette. So often these cars have been side by side throughout the season and through the race, but the title here looks to have slipped away from the 21 crew. They really needed to beat the 92 Porsche handsomely here, and they've struggled to keep with them. Ricardo Pera with everything crossed. Ryan Hardwick looks more relaxed. In traffic there is Richie Leach, but a little tap from the Peugeot. That's the last thing they need. What's this? Oh my goodness, the Alpine and the Peugeot battling nearly speared the 92 Porsche off. Look how close that was.
Okay, allez, we will swap turn 1 next lap. The next turn 1, we swap with 50.
51 leading the Drivers' Championship, but if 50 goes in front of them, as they do now, they will leapfrog the number 6 crew, Escher and Van Tor, and Ferrari will have a top 3 in the Drivers' title race, as well as the Manufacturers' Championship. Toyota, after a tough year, win in Bahrain, where they have won 10 times previously. Wow, Nick de Vries takes the checkered flag. What a return to form for the Japanese crew. It is their 9th consecutive victory here in Bahrain, and you can see what it means. But for Ferrari, it's even more special. For the first time since 1972, they are the world champions with a 1-2-3 in the drivers' title race. What a season it has been for the Scuderia. And for James Collado, Antonio Giovinazzi and Alessandro Pierguidi.
You made a great job all the season. You are the champions of the world.
In LMGT3, it's victory for the second time this year for the 87 Lexus, and the title fight was close right to the final lap of the year. The LMGT3 team's title goes to Manthey and the first form Porsche 92 crew. They won in Imola and Le Mans. And now Richard Leitz, Ricardo Pera and Ryan Hardwick are the LMGT3 drivers' champions. In Hypercar, it was all about Ferrari. Veni, Vidi, Vici. They came, they saw, they conquered.
You know, the first thing I did was look at my kids, even before the race finished, and I was almost in tears. They're here with me, my family, they hardly ever come, so it's amazing to get the victory, world champion for the 4th time, and of course the first time in the top class, so what an achievement.
After the drama of the finale, a chance to relax at the end of season beach party gala. To recount stories, to relive memories, to celebrate the champions. Before we do it all again in 2026.